morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the leather bag lady. How are you today? My second attempt at today's video. My mummy called in the middle. Actually, I didn't know it was my mom. I thought it was the guy who we bought the heater from, calling to make arrangements to get a refund. So I thought, I need to stop this video and talk to this guy. But it ended up being my mom, which was an important call anyway. But we'll get to that after we've shown you today's, or I've shown you today's item. So it's another small today. And here we go. This is a 1980s Tilley, Canada blue leather wallet. Now, this wallet is probably, along with one other one that I have listed in the recent weeks that I've been starting to list my small items, that absolutely could be very functional in today's daily use regime. And because I know what it requires to have a wallet in today's day and age. We've got 50 million cards. We've got, gift cards, gas cards, credit cards, membership cards, fob cards, like way too many cards. So this actually, I'll show you the little coin slot. This wallet, I am 98% sure has never been used. It is just fantastic. There's your Tilley Canada branding. There's your identification window with the paper in there that's all blankety blank for you to use. Here are some card slots, and here are, remember you used to have your family photos, but these are where I think you could very realistically put some more of your cards. Maybe the ones that you're not grabbing instantly or regularly. Another slot there, another slot there, and check this out. A lucky penny. Such a British thing. Ever so a telltale sign that Tilley is a UK company. My mom always said, you don't give a wallet with nothing in it. It's bad luck. So there you go. You got a penny. So if you follow my previous kind of comments about the realistic eventuality of maybe your wallet, you lose it or it gets stolen or lifted out of your bag or whatever, the rule is that you shouldn't really keep all your stuff in one place, which just kind of would make this wallet really work. Because you'll put in it what you go to, well, it's up to you. Maybe this wallet is stuff that you don't use all the time. A gas card, something you use maybe every few days versus your debit card, which is something you use every day. Or you would put all your gas cards, debit cards, credit cards in here, but your ID, I don't know. I think there is a method in the madness of having two places for your stuff. Because if, God forbid, anything did happen, lost it, got it stolen, whatever, your whole world isn't gone. Now, I need to follow my own freaking advice because I am desperate to change my wallet. My wallet is looking very tired, and it's a red wallet, and you can see the spots on it where the oils from my hands have changed the color. The zipper pull is falling off the back, and I'm the bag lady. I shouldn't have a wallet that looks like that. And I've got a couple of wallets in mind, but let me show you what I've got in mind. If I can find them quickly, if they are even in here. Oh, maybe they're not. Oh, yes. One of them is in here. Two of them are in here. And there was another one. I'm not sure where that is. Oh, I know what the other one was. Okay, so here's my wallet journey. So my first wallet I wanted to use was this vintage Coach. Just love. It's may find its way into one of my .com purse at the pound, because it really has got quite a bit of wear. And there's some very strong discoloration, but I just love it. So that was my first. I don't know that I can go quite that small. My second was this fossil, this mint green, seafoam green fossil that still could be an option. I'm not sure. And then last but not least, if you follow me, you know I collect Jane Shilton. And recently I came across this brand new Jane Shilton wallet that absolutely is either foams. So actually, now that we are talking about this, I'm going to jump ship completely just because I didn't know this was in there. That wallet is brand new, obviously. This is very reminiscent of the stuff. Now, you remember we were having a conversation about this Jane Shilton little clutch, and I told you about all the powder that was in the bottom. This is what it was. So this foam, probably a little more dense, a little thicker than this, is what they put in between the pieces of leather just to give it a little bit of, not even structure, it just feels like a little padded. And then this breaks down over the years, and all the powder from it drying out and disintegrating goes to the bottom. So when you put stuff in your bag, it comes out with dust on it. So there you go. That is, and I know this because I've been watching Betos. I've been watching Tanner Leatherstein. I've been watching even It's Hadrian, who I haven't watched in a very long time. When they dissect items, you can see what's inside it. So that's my wallet journey. These are the wallets that I'm considering, because I need a new wallet so badly. Isn't that ridiculous? I've got like probably 500 wallets and I'm struggling to find one that works for me. But you know what? That goes to, sorry, brush strap falling down. I have no shoulders, and what shoulders I do have slope. So it's not getting any better as I get older. So this leads me to just kind of talk about something I've talked about many times before, about the journey of picking a purse and a wallet, a business bag, a coin purse, an ID, holder, whatever. I liken it to like buying a car. I mean, let me pick. Oh, here. I'll pick. Actually, this one's easy to get to. So this is a Danier beautiful side bag in a vibrant red. So when you're picking a bag, the questions I ask is, first of all, what color do you want? Do you want black, brown, blue? Do you like a pop of color? What kind of strap do you want? Do you want a long adjustable strap so that you can use it as a shoulder? Do you want it that you can use it as a crossbody? Let me see if I can find something that is a go-to for me. Okay. So I'm going to use this Echo bag. Now, remember recently we talked about Echo. Leather Tannerstein said this is one of the best brands that he has seen that is an affordable brand, because the Echo actually owns a tannery. But anyway, this is my go-to. I like two straps. I like it to open up nice and wide. Would much prefer contrasting color inside, but as long as it's not black, for me, I find black difficult. So this is my go-to. I want it, like I said, I want it open from here to here. I want a shoulder bag that I can actually put on my shoulder. Crossbody doesn't work for me. I'm too big chested. People look at my boobs enough as it is. I don't need a strap going right through them and then they're like, hey, hello, here I am. No, I don't want that. I've had that my whole life and I'm not interested in it. So this is my go-to. So first of all is color. Second of all is strap. Third of all is pockets. Do you want a lot of pockets? So you've got 1, 2, 3, zipper compartment, slots, 4, another slot. This is not for me. This is way too many compartments. I'm not a crossbody shoulder person. I can't keep a bag on my shoulder. Even with a brick in it, I can't keep a bag on my shoulder. This is not my go-to. But you have to ask all those questions. You, like my mom, if you follow me, you know my mom has been looking for a bag for months. And I just haven't come across the right bag for her yet. She wants 2 handles. She wants something like this, but not as big as this. So this is your 2 handles. There's your Echo brand. There's your zipper compartment. There's your slips. And it does have a key lanyard. I would never use that, but it's got a little bit of decorative element to it. It's a nice muted color. Goes beautifully with my sweater today. This would be my go-to. But you got to ask all those questions to get there. So it's buying a bag. It's almost an impossible thing to do in terms of buying a gift. Right, I'm just going to put these back now. So the 2 items that I've just shown you are not ever going to be on my Etsy. These are not vintage items. They will find their way onto my .com eventually. At the moment, as I've shared with you already, I had loaded about 30 bags onto my .com in November last year because my project initially wasn't the shop at the shed. My project was to approach all my retirement homes individually, and my shop at the shed was going to be strictly for my retirement homes because I was no longer going to host my shows in person. And then I was going to visit all my retirement homes one last time and give them my note cards that I have made up with, you know, whatever the information is, free shipping over $100, whatever. And that's what I was going to do. So I was going to be able to generate some revenue, but still set myself up for my project to start at a later date. Then all my shows got canceled in November and December because of COVID. And I realized very quickly that I had to pivot. And that is something that, you absolutely have to be prepared to do if you are a small business owner. And I'm reading, I finished the book I started the other night, Crush It. A book, it was written in 2009 by Gary Vaynerchuk, and a lot of it is completely irrelevant now. But it was very interesting to see where he started. And I actually went online and watched the first episode in 2006 of his Wine Library TV. And it was kind of interesting to see a very young Gary Vaynerchuk spitting into what looked like a plant bucket. He was reviewing 3 wines and, you know, yada, yada. So my 2024, business, what do you call it? Mantra, or what is it? Oh God, it's gone completely out of my head. Resolution or whatever, is that I am taking my business seriously. I am no longer happy to accept the money that comes to me in trickles and spits and spurts. It doesn't allow me to have a life. It doesn't allow me to purchase anything. It doesn't allow me to, you know, take out a loan. If I need a new car desperately, my car is leaking. We've had like 3 days of rain. My car is a mess. And I mean, I had a small repair done recently, and I mean, you know, it's running better than ever. So touch wood, it continues to do so. But I need a car, and I can't afford to buy a car. I don't really want a payment, but, you know, even to be able to save up for it. I mean, I my commitment to my finances was to use my money with my clients to strictly save up for a car. And I was going to take one show a week and put that money towards the trailer fees. And I haven't been able to do either of those things. My appointment today with my client got canceled. They're in outbreak again. So today's been canceled. Monday's been canceled. So that is 2 shifts that I will now lose financially. So my New Year's resolution for my business was to start treating it more like a business and get cracking. You know, I've let things slide for the last couple of years. I've been concentrating on other things, and I can't do that anymore. I can, but then stop complaining that you've got no money. Stop complaining that you can't pull your weight. Stop complaining that, you know, it's not going the way you want it to go. I'm the only one that can change that. And I'm not prepared to go out and get, a regular job. One of the comments that Vaynerchuk made in this Crushing It is if it is like eating liver, if the thought of going back to work for somebody else is as a bad taste in your mouth as liver and onions is, then you need to stick to your guns. And that is absolutely, I don't mind having my little part-time job. I really don't. I think it makes sense. Did I want to give it up? Absolutely, I did. But I've kind of regrouped and recalibrated my brain so that I can kind of just get on with it, which is what I'm doing. And I mean, I went to bed last night and I'm just not sleeping very well right now. So it took me a long time to get to sleep. And I was laying there thinking about, what my week is going to look like. Mondays, I'm going to commit to do, this. Tuesdays, I want to take my mom with me on Tuesdays and go thrifting. I don't need to thrift anymore, but I do still want to keep my eyes open for those 5 big brands that I've spoke about. My Derek Alexander's, my Roots, my Fossil, my Coach, and my Vintage Denier. Those are my 5 brands. Now, if I find a Dooney Bourke, if I find a Kate Spade, I will pick those up. But those 5 brands are the brands that I am very passionate about. And I would like to kind of strictly work on those. But in saying that, what that would eliminate are some of the brands that are brands that you wouldn't really come across ordinarily. And I'm going to show you an example. So this bag, I don't know if I've showed this before. So this bag is a bag by a designer named Anna Ulrich. It's a big bag. It has a shoulder crossbody strap that is not adjustable or detachable. It has a shorter shoulder strap, and it is just a big, big bag. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the branding. It's black on black. I don't know why people do that. I mean, you can't even see. This bag is still available on her website. It is $700, $695 or something like that. No longer available in this really cool turquoise teal color. It is available in black and like a chestnut brown. It's such a double-edged sword. What do? I love coming across things like this that maybe you would never ordinarily pick up, but this is $700 and I found it in the thrift store. It's not vintage. It will not show up in Etsy, but it will one day be on my .com. So I'm going to continue to thrift, but on Tuesdays, because it's Old Fuckers Day. So Pius would normally be my designated old fucker, but he's back to work. So now it's my mom. So that's what I would like to do. And, whether it will be every Tuesday, I don't know. But for certain, one Tuesday a month, because it gives my mom and I time to get together. Maybe my sister joins us. Wednesday, I'm thinking I've got my client in the morning until the end of March. But maybe Wednesday's the day I go out to my old retirement homes. I head to the farthest ones. Maybe I do it backwards because it is winter. So maybe I start in Hamilton and I go to all my retirement homes, hand them a stack of my note cards and say, listen, I used to visit as a vendor. I'm not doing that anymore. It's all online. Here's some information. So, that would be Wednesday. Thursdays is my shop at the shed day. So I need to get a little bit more streamlined with that. Maybe I do the filming on the Thursday for the next week. Maybe I'm going to start doing 2 soon. So, maybe I do filming all day Thursday. So that's my Thursday taken care of. Friday, I'm back with my client in the morning until the end of March. And then my original clients will pick up again in the spring when the weather's a little warmer. And that's my week. It's gone. So who knows what's going to be happening, but it's something that I hope if you've made New Year's resolutions that, we throw them out there and it's kind of silly and we're going to lose weight, and we're going to eat healthy and blah, blah, blah. But it depends whether or not you're accountable. Like, I am so accountable to myself. It's incredible. I am not really competitive with other people, but I'm very competitive with myself. My personal New Year's resolution was to not shit on my house anymore. I think I've kind of dropped the ball on that 2 or 3 times, but I am dedicated to not doing it as often as I used to. So with that in mind, before I go, so I picked cleaning my counters yesterday. So let's see what I get today. And I did clean my counters. They look fantastic. It wasn't a huge job at all. So today I am going to take apart my kitchen sink. I've got a drainer on there and I'm going to scrub it, bleach it. And that is today's job. So like I said yesterday, this works for me. It allows me to have the sense of accomplishment, the sense of achievement, the sense of that I am daily chipping away at the chores that I just don't want to do. And I don't know, maybe it's an idea for you too. So that is it for today, folks. That is it for this week. Thank you to those who visited my Shop at the Shed episode 5 last evening. Thank you. I again sold a couple of bags. So where are we here? This bag, the Lucky brand, is heading out to a new owner. And this really great little Derek Alexander is going out to a new owner. So thank you for your purchases. Thank you for helping me continue to move forward with something that I was just scared to do. And I kind of put it on that I was procrastinating. I was lazy. I am not a procrastinator by choice, and I am definitely not lazy. If my hands and my feet aren't working, my brain is working 24/7. So an overthinker's life is a stressful life, but I can't help that. That is just who I am. So I am going to have a couple of drinks tonight. Our friend Stevie O is at Rosedale at our Rosie's tonight. Thinking we might head down there for a little bit. Maybe not sure. I need to get out of the house and just put this week behind me a little bit. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I will talk to you on Monday. Bye.